based off of like I'm gonna say like.
Oh, I'm not gonna question that question here. So, as like an advocate, because I know like you
got the right to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I know you do a lot of video reviews and stuff. Is there ever like a video where you just see it and you're like, yo, this is straight wildness? Or
I used to like I grew up like beating the dog shit out of girls that were putting their hands on my buddies. You know what I mean? Like I believe in this shit. Like I've been fighting for this shit. And that shit, like domestic violence, it just irks.
I was just thinking about putting you on a payroll.
The real Roma army.
Yeah, I've had three people trying to attack me on stage, but two were girls. And I could have used you then. I went on stage and I was like, she had been talking all night, and the guy that went on before me, she was a white lady, and he was a black guy, and he's like, I bet you have a light-skinned son named Jaden. Right? And she's like, I do have a light-skinned son. I do have a light-skinned son. Anyways, I'm up next. I go up and I say, what's your son's name anyways? And she said it, and it was like a stupid nickname. And I'm like, oh, that's a stupid name. And then she's like, you're going to talk about my dead son like that? You're going to talk about my dead son like that? And I'm like, I didn't know he was dead.
I didn't know he died.
I didn't know he was dead.
Damn.
And then she's like, where do we go from here? And then I just started singing Boys to Men. It's so hard to say goodbye. Anyways, then she got on stage and she took a couple swings at me, and I just dodged, and then I ran away.
I grew up on the streets, and so for me there was a code that we held, like especially as like women, because you have to tussle with men all the time. So for me, I always followed the code of like if you're fighting a guy, you hit him once. If he hits you back, it's fair game. It's like nobody can cry after like I got beat up by a guy or I got beat up by a girl. But if he doesn't hit you back, then you never go for a second swing, because then you're actually like you're beating on somebody. Like he doesn't believe in fighting women, so you don't fight it. But most guys will just tussle with you.
So you grew up fighting men, and then you're like, you know what? These guys need rights.
I fought. It's just how it goes out there. I don't know what to tell you. I've definitely fought more men than girls. Girls, I don't like fighting them because they're messy. And they're so fragile.
I can't lie. I watch a lot of World Star, and you are right.
They explode. You hit them one time, and it's like, oh, Jesus
What's your record
Christ.
against men?
What do you mean? What's my record?
Yeah, what's your professional record here?
What's my KDR?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you won more than you lost?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's kick the shit out of this girl right now.